Hello.
Hello, and welcome to PrusaLive, 1 year episode. Wow. Episode number 26 here. I am joined with the always wonderful Nicholas Sousa and Joseph Prusa.
Hi.
We've got a great show for you today. I asked a bunch of you guys, who were some of your favorite guests from the year, and we got a bunch of names, and so we're gonna have a group of guests in with us today instead of just one. Some familiar faces if you've been watching for the past year, and we're super excited about it. But let's kick off the show with our Prince of the Week. What do you guys have this week? What do you got, Mickey?
I have a super detailed print that's not released on PrusaPrinters yet, but it will be. It's this dragon that has like ridiculous detail. Even if I put a macro lens on the camera right now, it wouldn't really show. But yeah, we now have an in-house sculptor, Vlado Turek.
Wow.
And yeah, he's been working on this for quite some time. It prints really beautifully. So yeah, this is, I think, what we'll be testing our resins and stuff like that with.
Oh,
Yeah, I was gonna say, is that an FDM print or is that off of the SL1?
That's SLA
Oh,
print.
look at that
Yeah.
detail. Oh, is it out of focus?
I don't think it's out of
Ah,
focusing.
sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wonderful. And you said our resin.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just teasing
Very
things
interesting.
here and there.
Yeah. It's very fun to have the two of you in house together, like sitting right there, cuddling for the show. And so
Yeah, my house is under renovation, or my flat, so this is convenient.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, this is actually my print of the week, and I'm not sure if guys already put it on PrusaPrinters.
I think it was published like a few minutes ago or
Yes,
something.
yes. I asked them to do it for the stream. That is one of our new models, which will be coming out shortly. Like the showcase models we can give out on the shows when they resume, and you can break it out. And you've probably seen one of these or similar ones, but actually this one, all the axes move.
That's crazy.
neat.
Yeah.
Does the extruder move too? Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
And even the Z axis.
That's super.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean everything is so black in here, but
Yeah.
so that is wonderful.
Very cool. I mean, with a little bit of painting on that one, you could do it up real quick because just a little orange paint would make that really pop, right?
Yes.
On just a couple spots.
Let's see if I can find it on PrusaPrinters. Yeah, there are so many new models being published, but yeah, it's on the first page. I'm pasting the link in the chat right now.
Wonderful.
Nice.
All right.
Matt, what do you have?
Yeah, so ever since the very first time as a kid I went to Disney World, I have been obsessed with laminar flow water. They have like this fountain in Epcot where these bolts of water like hop over you. And someone posted to PrusaPrinters a laminar flow nozzle that goes onto your garden hose. So I've seen some models on how to make these before using like PVC pipes and a bunch of drinking straws and everything else. But this is a couple parts that you print, and you add in a little bit of a dish scrubber, and you end up with a laminar flow nozzle. Yeah, so you get those completely crystal clear lines of water that come out.
Oh.
If you want to know more about laminar flow, Smarter Every Day has a couple different videos out there about laminar flow, and has shown how to make stuff. But I loved that this was just like you toss in a kitchen scrub pad in the bottom, screw the whole thing together, and then screw it on your garden hose and go play with some cool lines of water. So I'm gonna try to have some fun shooting lasers through them and
I want to
stuff.
see images of you playing it in the summer, wet shirts and stuff.
Maybe not. But yeah,
Have you tried it already?
I have not. I need to get the scrubber to put in it.
Right.
And
Okay.
To be honest, the screws on it screws together. The screws on it are a little tight. So I didn't really want to like crank down on it before I got the scrub pad inside of it. But I have the scrub pad. I just need to cut it up and fit it in, and then go attach it to my garden hose. So maybe this evening I'll try to post some videos of the laminar flow of this. So, and that's by SMYSNK. So great model. I appreciate it.
Also have the link somewhere, and I'm gonna paste it in the chat right now.
Yeah. And this is printed in Galaxy Black, of course, because
it's the one true
the
color.
default, right?
Galaxy Black everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I must say I admire Nicholas as he's managing everything. He has like 5 screens here, and he's copy pasting between the computers, and he's logged into his YouTube account, our YouTube account, and he's not messing it up. Well, good job, Nicholas.
So far, yeah. We'll see about that.
Joe is appreciating the behind the scenes view of everything that goes on.
I have
here.
this funny magic mouse that has the button which lets me switch between computers, but I have 2 keyboards. It's a little bit trippy sometimes.
You could get an actual KVM and then just like plug them all in and then press a button and it would switch between. It would possibly be useful there. So yeah, I unfortunately the secondary laptop that I normally run to be on YouTube right now so I can chat with you guys is totally not booting, and I don't know why. So yes, I'm not on YouTube today. I apologize.
We have the chat right here, so don't worry. We can see all the Excel spam that you will for sure do.
Yeah, for sure see. Yes, absolutely. Well, moving on. Again, it's our 1-year episode, and I just want to say we really appreciate you guys being here for an entire year and keeping this going. We have had a blast doing it. We've had some great guests, and yeah, we're super excited that we have done this now for 26 episodes. But we do have some cool new news. New Prusament.
Yes.
And not just like new color or things like, yeah, we've got something cool. Do you want to talk about this, Joe? I know you're super excited about it.
I mean, at the same time, we're also gonna show the first part of the Prusa XL for the first time.
Where did you put the big part?
I mean, well, I have some right here.
Oh yeah, that's the one I'm looking for.
Okay.
But Nicholas, do the honors.
So the Prusa XL part. So we just took the Mark III and we scaled everything to 200%. And that's gonna be the Prusa XL. You will have to use 3mm filament, but it's almost twice as good.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think this will be a huge revolution in 3D printing. Thanks
for sure. Now, but jokes aside, this is Prusament PC Carbon Fibre. Polycarbonate with carbon fiber.
Yeah, it is by far the best material I've ever printed with. I love it so much. It doesn't warp at all, so you can see this is.
It's huge.
Yeah, this is without any chamber, I think.
And it's outside of enclosure.
Yeah. So being able to print big polycarbonate parts without having to worry about warping is just like so awesome, and such like an engineering grade plastic, right? Like this is going to be great.
And there are many more advantages. We actually got a full list. I didn't know. I even didn't know about everything. But listen to the sound.
Yeah, you've previewed this a couple times, just hinting to it, but not telling what it actually is. And it's super cool. So it is stiffer than the normal polycarbonate. So won't flex as much as Joe is demonstrating. It has higher temperature ability. So great for printing the parts on your machine that you have to get to higher temperatures.
It can do like 115 or something like that without annealing. So it can survive boiling water without deforming, which is crazy.
Yeah,
that's great. And then less warping, and so nice big flat prints when you want polycarb, which is just kind of a
these parts are huge, and they're just printed flat on the bed, no enclosure, and they're also matte. Cheers. It's very nice, like matte finish that, doesn't show any imperfections or anything. It just looks fantastic.
Yeah. You like banging on it like I'm totally like I totally want to see somebody actually make a musical instrument off of the ring that you get there, like some kind of percussion instrument, like a xylophone off of That's what we need.
Nicholas,
we need
we need a
xylophone.
I really loved your last video.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
actually on the topic. So yeah, we should try to print some musical instrument from PC Carbon Fiber. It's gonna be epic.
Yeah.
And what is
Yeah.
the name
I mean,
of
just
the
the ring of
big,
it leads to a
big-
percussion.
what is the name of the big drums? Like with, and you.
The ones that look like a UFO kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what the name of that is, but it would also lend itself to kind of like a steel drum, right? Which is like inverted in that with the same kind of like pin down areas. So I don't know. I think there's some potentials out there. If you guys have some ideas out there of what kind of great musical instrument, or if you've had any basis on building anything like this, let us know, and maybe we can
Chat is
see if
very
we can help
excited.
each other out.
They have many questions. So first of all, this is like the first, first release. It will not be available right now. Maybe the next PrusaLive it will already be available on the eShop.
Yeah. It is almost done. I think the production batches are already running.
Yeah, and price-wise, it will be, I believe, same as normal PC. I mean, it's less dense, so it's for
the spools are not 1 kilogram.
Yeah, but it is lighter. It is lower on density. So I think volume-wise, it will be very similar. There are more questions. Profiles, we will have profiles in PrusaSlicer ready for it, as we always do. And yeah, I think we will talk about it a bunch more, probably in the next episode or when it's released.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for that, and I'm pretty sure we will also release a detailed article as soon as it's out.
Yeah. I'm very excited about this.
Colleague Jakub is already working on it. So yeah, that's exciting.
Fantastic. All right. So we just finished up one of our most recent contests. For those of you that don't know, we hold regular contests on PrusaPrinters.org for your designs with a chance to win some amazing prizes, normally a printer or two. This most recent contest was our gardening contest. I think very much kind of spurned on by Nicholas and some of his activities, who also just released a article about growing plants with 3D prints. And yeah, we have gone through all the entries. There were well over 500 entries that came in, and we have our winners.
We do.
So yeah, blog post should be either up now or going up very short.
Just released it like 2 seconds ago. So.
Okay, perfect. So blog post is out now. So if you want to catch up on this and see more details, check out the post. But otherwise, yeah, who is our third place winner there, Mickey?
So on the third place, we have a very fun username, actually. It's Beef Salad 84, which is perfect for a gardening contest.
Yes. I do have to say, every time while writing the blog post about this, I had to type Beef Salad 84. I chuckled every single time.
And it's this fully printable modular vermicomposter, which is like very interesting design.
Oh, that's
so
that's the one with the worms, right?
Yeah. This is essentially a countertop worm farm.
Basically.
Yeah, you take all of your extra food, like vegetable food waste. So like, you cut up your celery and you don't take the little root of it kind of section or the leaves, and toss that in there, toss in some paper. I've heard people tossing in coffee grounds even. And all the worms eat up all of your extra waste and turn it into plants' favorite food, which is worm poop. And so and so it all kind of cycles down through, and you can open up the bottom of it and dump it into your garden and have a very natural and healthy supply of food for your plants, fertilizer for your plants. So and it's cyclical, right? Like you grow your vegetables, and as you eat your vegetables, the waste from your vegetables go back into the vermicomposter.
Almost like a closed loop.
As it should be.
Right.
But I think you can't do any like super high calorie stuff like meat scraps and stuff like that.
Right. No, you don't want some of that stuff. It will definitely, like, that will that will get stinky and cause other problems. But if you take care of it, I have actually quite a few friends that run vermicomposters in their homes, and if you take care of it right, like they just have it right in their kitchen and it doesn't smell, and it's great. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so moving on to second place,
Yeah.
we have Carol Makerspace with his do-it-yourself greenhouse. And that's like a different kind of project. It's nice that this one is a combination of 3D printing and just woodworking and other methods of making stuff.
Yeah, I love that, like the hard parts of the woodworking, like this gets rid of, like doing all the joinery and everything.
Exactly. You just need planks. That's it.
Yeah, you can do
so
this without
you just
much
cut a bunch of
everything.
planks to the right size, and this takes care of everything else for you. And I love that these little corner bits are modular. So if
Those are
you want a
super
greenhouse that's a little bit taller, you
Yeah.
can print more and continue raising it up.
It's on the first look, it doesn't look that cool, but these snap-in corners are the design is freaking
Super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is really well done. It's really well thought out. This is the kind of thing that I really love to see, is like you say, these kind of mixes where it's a combination of woodworking and, or some other kind of craft along with 3D printing, where it would be a waste and it'd be silly to print the entire box, right? Like it would be so much plastic and so much time and everything else. But printing the crucial parts that are, slightly more difficult to fabricate in other ways, and, things that if you were to do, again, like regular joinery on this, it would really lock you in on a lot of sizes and things. Whereas this really, allows you to kind of scale as you desire. So I don't know. I thought it was great.
It's great. I also love when users take advantage of the new text editor on PrusaPrinters. Like, look at these. That's like a full article about why, how to do it, what parts, what planks should you get, like how does it go together. It's fantastic.
I love it.
Yeah, and we're definitely like looking at that as we're judging. Like
for sure.
The people that are going in and putting in really good high detailed assembly instructions and taking advantage, like it's definitely getting bonus points for those people.
Yeah, and I would say the good instructions are almost as important as the good design. We know this very well.
Yeah.
If we make a good printer and don't make good instructions, it is as we did nothing.
Yeah. I mean, we've all had that frustration out there before, right? Like you print something that's super cool and you love it, and then you can't figure out how to put it together right? And so, yeah, it's great. So both the third place and the second place will both receive Prusament. Third place is receiving 2 spools. Second place is receiving 3 spools. Opposite of the numbers there. But our first place will be receiving a Mark III S Plus kit. And who is our first place?
It's a designer who has submitted so many cool models.
Yes.
I think it's well-deserved win. It's High Gardens by Cisco.
Yeah.
And this is another fantastic design. I think he has a drawing there of how it works. Like a cross-section. Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, so as you water it from the top, and the water goes through the soil of one plant, and leftover water goes through it and goes to the next plant, and it just sort of trickles down like this.
Is this cannabis?
It might be.
Oh yeah,
But,
here it is.
Was it published at 420?
I don't think so. No 69 likes, no 73. A little bit past 69 likes and 420. So
yes. So yes, the water filters down through, waters all of your plants. So kind of saves you some time while watering. I love that he made an alternate base that allowed you to use an extra Prusament spool.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, as the base for it. He has this whole design, but while he was going through, he also added the wall hanging designs that he modified some of them. So if you don't want it freestanding, you can actually attach them to the wall. And again,
he shared a Fusion file. It's parametric. Like, look at all this. Like, you can customize it all. That's pretty crazy. And he pre-made so many parts. There are like 84 files
Wow.
where you have like medium, small, large, different shapes for different plants. It's really a pretty cool project.
This is how it's done. I
Yeah.
mean,
Yeah. Yeah, and again, we go back to the discussion about the instructions that he put in, like the documentation.
Yeah.
Like he took full advantage of the new
Yeah, totally.
documentation features. It's just that there was absolutely no fault in this whatsoever. We all loved it. It was a very easy and decisive win.
It's a high garden with cannabis in
Yes.
it. Now I get it. I'm sorry, I was a little bit.
Nicholas, when was the last time you had a vacation?
I had the chat had to explain it to me. I just didn't get it.
Yeah.
All right, so those are the winners.
yeah.
The article is on blog. There are also the winners that you picked with most likes. So we can just quickly take a look at them. But yeah, you can read it all in the area. Here they are. So many great designs as always. We only could pick so many for the winners. But yeah, if you want to read more about it, just go to our blog and open the article, The Winners of the Gardening Competition.
Yeah, lots of really great ones. Again, it's always hard to kind of pick through everything, and there were definitely some that we loved, and definitely ones that are destined to be around my garden and my home too.
Oh, yeah.
So lots of things that fit. You know, it's perfect timing as we're definitely getting into gardening season.
Also, we have a
Thank
new contest going.
Yeah.
Right? So
Yeah.
that article was also just released. So if you want to get a quick start on that, just go to our blog again. And Matt, what's the new theme? I think it was your idea, right?
Yeah, this is one that I pushed based on some things that I love and some things that you know I've seen out there and some projects that even I've done in the past, which is timekeepers. So this is all about clocks and sundials and timers and calendars and anything that helps you keep track of time. We want to see it. It's kind of funny because in the midst of setting all of this up, we ended up seeing a really great clock model come out. You know, that came out as a for sale one, and we're hoping to see that kind of thing catch on a little bit more with this. So yeah, anything that allows you to track time, we want to see it. Now, we understand that building like a full tourbillon clock or building like a mechanical clock is going to be something that's very tricky. And we don't expect that is the kind of thing that we will see from most of the entries. So we do have actually 2 first place winners for this one.
Ooh, nice.
Yes. So one winner is going to be for the most kind of mechanically, or you know, the most complex design, the design that is engineered, you know, the most.
Turbo Watchmaker prize. That is for the watchmakers, and now the second one will be for mere mortals.
Yes, yeah. So, and the second one is more of a designer prize. Who has the kind of prettiest, most, you know, elegant design that's out there. You know, we're thoroughly encouraging you to you know, go ahead and get a pre-made watch module. Like, they make clock modules. You can go to pretty much any craft store or any place that sells you know, woodworking products and things like that, because these are commonly made out of all kinds of things. So, you know, make a clock that has a built-in module, but, you know, looks super beautiful or looks super interesting or unique.
It doesn't necessarily have to be clock. Like, when it comes to timekeeping, it can be, you know, did you feed your pet Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? That still counts, totally. So if it's a cool model, we will count it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I loved, in, you know, going through PrusaPrinters and looking at stuff that was already out there. Someone made an hourglass that just uses jars. You just spin the
Oh,
jars
fun.
on it, and then put sand inside, and it makes the little like nozzle that regulates the sand as it falls down. But that's a great example, like building kitchen timers or things like that. I actually think it'd be super cool to see somebody do a PVA with like our clear PVA, a really cool PVB. Sorry, yeah, thank you. PVB hourglass where print it most of the way up and then put the sand inside of it, and then continue, pause and continue printing. I think that'd be super neat. Yeah. So we'll see what people come up with. I'm really excited about this. I don't know, like 7-8 years ago, I did a digital clock, 3D printed digital clock, where it looks like just a block of plastic, but the LEDs are mounted inside and shine through like a 7-segment clock, but all hand circuited and Arduino powered and everything else. And I love 3D printed clocks. I want to see more of them. So, yeah.
I think that's kind of it from the news segment for this time. We have some more news about PrusaSlicer and maybe some more stuff, but let's save that for after our guests, I guess.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. All right. Let's bring in our guests.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So we have 3D Monkey, DSK01 with Fernando, and Wekster joining us. Howdy, guys.
Here they go. Hey.
Hello, everyone.
How we got everyone? So again, you guys may recognize these guys as some of our past guests that have come on and talked about some of their different works. But these guys are out there churning out projects and churning out work, and we thought it'd be great to kind of celebrate our 1 year by catching up and seeing what all they have been working on. So why don't we talk about 3D Monkey real quick? Pater.
Yeah.
Yes, I think I finally got it right.
You got it. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, you have been working on a really cool lighting product that incorporates in with your 3D prints also. What do you got for us?
I got a fancy board. It's a small Arduino with expansion on it. So it has screw terminals, resistors, everything on it. So no need to solder. It comes as this. And you can make stuff like that. So I have a few of the models of Wekster, implemented some LED lights, made the Vision bust for photos, and Spawn is the newest one. Just released the video. All powered by the board, basically.
Nice. I have your YouTube channel up, so I can bring up the video to show the Spawn.
Yeah.
So where is the board? Is it in the base at the very bottom?
Yeah, it's in the base. Yeah. Yeah. So for this, I made a separate base where the board fits in.
All these colored models.
Yeah, this is with airbrush.
Nice.
I know. I find this such a fun way to like take prints to another level of adding the lighting into them. And
yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah,
So
I think the vision came out amazing.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites.
So what is the I/O? Are those just standard Arduino, or just I/O pins, or are there some?
Yeah, standard. Yeah, it's just an Arduino Nano that's on the board.
Right.
But you have it set up to be able to run LED strips too, like the.
Yeah, LED strips, servo motors. You can just hook any sensor to it and it will work. Already working on a do-it-yourself curing station, so you can make it as big as you want. Almost got that working. And many other projects.
Nice. Neat. And even your 3D printed sign there behind you is running.
Yeah, same board. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all controlled by a rotary encoder. So I have this.
Ooh.
That comes with all the every single board I sell comes with enclosure, the LEDs, everything, cables, you name it. Everything is as one product.
So this is wireless, the encoder control?
No, this is just a sample.
Oh right, I was wondering like how.
No.
No, but that's super cool. Love it.
Yeah, it's super neat, and like I say, a great way to kind of like take prints to the next level. And we hear from lots of people that say, oh well, I don't know electronics well enough. I don't know how to do these things, and this is a thing that makes that whole process easier, I think, to get involved in.
Yeah, you can just add the wires to it, and that's it. I have all the software for all the models behind me. It's for free, so you can just download them on the site. And I'm also working on a bit of software, so people can just drag and drop effects and create their own software for it. So I'm hoping to release that later this year.
That's great. Yeah, so if people want to learn more about it, I guess fancyboard.io is where to go.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, super neat. Wekster, it looked like you had one of them there too. Are you?
Yeah, I was second customer, I think.
Yeah.
But my biggest problem right now is I cannot pick the project to install this. My mind is going crazy. I'm thinking about I'm probably gonna try to hook it in some kind of mask or something to make it light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, Wekster, you've been working on all kinds of things, but I know one of the things that we were kind of talking about earlier on in the call is you and Fernando actually teamed up with Fred also, and did a kind of celebratory model and diorama for the kind of breakup of Daft Punk.
Yeah, that was a sad moment, actually. I mean, you know how when someone breaks up or someone passes away, or people start listening to them.
Yeah.
I was listening to Daft Punk nonstop. I like the music, and it's a cool thing to listen while you're sculpting, and this was really a sad moment for me. But this thing wasn't my idea; it was actually Fred's. Fred just did the Game of Thrones things on us and pushed us all to make that thing. So it happened in 2-3 days tops, and it turned out great. I'm really happy with it.
Yeah, it's such a shame. I love Daft Punk. I remember them from the time since I understood music. And they were so great at staying relevant. They reinvented the music many times. So every album is great.
Yeah,
such a shame.
I'm not sure about Tron 2 now, because basically half of the movie for me was Daft Punk's soundtrack. It was like a big movie video for the music in a way.
Yes.
And I don't think that obviously they won't be doing the music now, so that's a bummer.
How many bands in the past though have we seen break up and then
come back
together and break up and get back together? And so Disney's got some deep pockets if they want the soundtrack to be just as good. I think they could probably make it happen.
Oh, we'll see.
I mean, they were definitely the highlight of the previous movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What else have you been working on, Wekster?
Well, I'm doing a lot of different stuff. This month I've finished this thing.
Oh yeah.
One guy just sent me a message on Instagram, and he said, "Oh, that would be a really cool thing." And of course, as always, I just said no, I'm not gonna do it, and then I did it.
I did.
Right now
I did it again.
I'm working on Loki.
Oh, yeah. Loki! Oh, love me some Loki.
Oh, is this?
Yeah,
is this
I'm still
series
trying
out already?
to nail the
think so.
expression. It's it's kind of
Yeah.
somewhere
Oh,
between.
That's what you always say.
Loki is one of my favorites. Nice model.
Yeah, I like Loki because he's a weirdo.
Yeah.
So yeah, like I'm mostly doing stuff from shows. Like I did the Invincible, and I did the mini versions, but I don't have them. I'm working on
There's a
this
mini.
dude. I don't know if you can
Oh,
recognize
nice.
who it is.
Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's Sherlock Holmes.
I
Or
have
the Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah, Cucumber Batch, yeah.
I don't have other stuff here because
You've just posted the kinetic sand. That looks fun.
yeah. Well, I got some filament. I'm not gonna advertise it here, but
Okay.
it's apparently food safe thing. So I did the mold I
can-
wanted to make to cast
you
out
can-
the chocolate, and it looked nice, but when I started removing it, it started melting pretty fast. So like I did a mini Joel, and he turned out to be a zombie mini Joel because I just removed half of his face. And today my kid got the kinetic sand, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
I need to try it again, and this result actually turned out pretty neat.
Yeah. Just don't
Surprisingly
understand.
better than I expected.
That gives me ideas with Play-Doh.
Yeah, I don't think I have any Play-Doh that it's not dry somewhere because my kid doesn't like to close the lid on those. But yeah, I'm working on a bunch of different stuff at the same time. I had some prints here, but now I think they're gone because a few days ago one of my friends showed up and she was like, "Can I grab some of your prints to decorate our store?" And I'm like, "Sure, no problem." So she took everything. And
Yeah, I know
then
this.
all of a sudden people are asking me like, "Well, when is your thing on?" And I'm like, "What? What is happening?" "Well, you have an exhibition inside the store." And I'm like, "Okay, fine." So yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I've been playing around, you know, in the same kind of ideas, the chocolate molds and things. I've been playing around with doing molds using our polycarbonate actually to mold hot glue into, because it'll take the temperatures of doing injection molding into injection molding of the hot glue into the polycarbonate without screwing up. So yeah, I think there's definitely some fun to be had out there with using some of these newer filaments for mold making and things. So there's some things I definitely have in the plans.
Yeah, this was something that I wanted to try for a long time, but you know, everyone is saying about the safety of PLA and food, and you guys made a video about that, so I usually don't try to mix that, but this was like, okay, let's just try it. I was watching something and someone was casting something cool out of some kind of metal, and I was like, okay, I cannot do that, but I can try something with the chocolate.
Maybe pewter can.
That day was creative. Like that day, I also watched the video about planters, and then my wife said like, print me that thing. So
Sorry
I had
about
a very
that.
limited time to use printer for my stuff.
Yeah, Fernando, I've played around with pewter into nylon in the past, and I definitely want to try to play with pewter into that new carbon fiber polycarb that we're releasing. So that is definitely on my list as soon as I can get my hands on some. So
Yeah, and
Yeah, I already have an idea of something I need to reprint of that polycarbonate.
And yeah, Fernando, we haven't really talked about you yet. I've spotted at least one model that you uploaded to PrusaPrinters, and that was the electronic dice, which I think is pretty fun.
Oh yeah, I've been working with Alien 3D and helping him with his UFO boxes. So some of my projects have been some of those things.
Yeah, that's specifically what I was going to kind of talk to you about is the collaboration with Alien 3D and things that you've been doing with UFO boxes. I love that, you know, there's this one, but I love that you just did the UFO speaker from one of our other guests.
This one right here.
Yeah. So that is that is the Polymate speaker, but inside of a UFO looking enclosure.
Show us.
So it's right here. The speaker is here. Of course, it uses some flexibles for those parts, and then everything gets enclosed on the bottom. And it sounds really good. I was not expecting this kind of quality, but yeah, everything fits in there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So one of the fun parts of the UFO boxes that Alien 3D does is that you get all the electronics to build these projects, and you have been creating the models or modifying models to kind of fit with these projects, and putting those up on PrusaPrinters, and we totally appreciate that.
Yeah, it's been a very fun process.
Yeah.
Is it very basic? The just by looking at the shape of the speaker, like it looks like it's gonna have very pronounced.
Someone was asking to show my tutorial.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Pronounced letters.
So the box of the speaker, yeah, it's not all that complicated. It's really just an enclosure and the speaker screws into it. Most of the complicated part is the actual 3D printed speaker that Polymate designed.
Nice. And we have a full episode about that if anyone's interested. And yeah, Polymate has his own channel with tons of stuff about 3D printed speakers.
And I've been dying to buy one, and I was so excited when all the parts showed up in the one of the most recent Alien 3D boxes. And so yes, it is a project I'm starting soon. Yeah. What else have you been working on, Fernanda?
So I know last time I was on PrusaLive, I hinted or showed off the 3D model. This time I actually have the physical one in hand.
Oh yeah, I remember when you were showing us in Fusion how it slides and everything.
So yeah, the magazine actually does clip in. I can line it up right.
Ooh. Was it
Then
first try with the tolerance, or did you have to print it several times?
There were a few times with some of them.
It's always like that for me.
Oh, of course. There we go. So yeah, this opens, and then this opens and locks into place. So there, it's locked. I physically have to go and move all of these to get it to close again.
Nice.
But once it's there, it's closed. I mean, it's open. Wow. It's not going anywhere.
Wow.
How does that work? How does it? Is it just
so
something?
This here is actually a little push pin. So when this all opens, it has a piece of plastic that moves out the way, so it gets locked into place. Same as here. And then for the last one, when this bottom piece moves in, it pushes these two pins here out the way so that it closes.
That's nuts. So it's not even like springs. It's all print. Like the plastic is
all printed. No metal, no screws, nothing. All you need is plastic and glue.
Impressive.
Do you want to help us design your printers?
I'd be more than happy to.
Yeah, like a foldable Mark III or something, where you just keep pulling and it just keeps expanding and expanding.
Stop, Nikki. I'm gonna cry from excitement there.
That would be an interesting project.
Yeah, that is super cool. I was actually going to ask, like, how many extra screws and springs and everything were in it, and to hear that it's entirely printed is just nuts.
Yeah, I know not everybody has, all the hardware that you can get, or you can't get the M3 screws where you are at, or maybe you've used up all your nuts already on a different project. So I try to make my projects with as little hardware as possible, because if all you have is printer and filament, then that's all you got.
Yeah, it's totally appreciated. Sometimes it's a little bit, how to say it, like, you see a cool project, it looks fantastic, but then you need like one specific size of screws that you don't have on you, and you're like, Am I gonna buy them? I'm not sure if I want to do the project now. And
Yeah.
you just,
I've had some printer upgrades where I'm looking like, I don't have that. No.
Yeah, or you want to start Friday night and have it finished by the end of the weekend. Your local
Yep.
stores are closed.
yeah. And by the time it arrives, you're no longer, so excited about it. So it just goes to the pile of unfinished projects forever.
Oh, yes, the pile of unfinished projects. That seems to keep growing.
Yeah, we all have one. I'm afraid.
Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. So, anybody else have anything else that they'd like to show off or that they've been working on? I am actually surprised at how quiet you guys are being. Like it was.
We're trying to behave. We're trying to be good.
This is polar opposite of
Yeah.
before the call started. Before the
It
call
was-
started, everybody's all like chatty and giggly. And
Well,
now
yeah,
we get
we
all
are definitely
serious
trying to be polite.
Yeah.
Which doesn't happen that often. So enjoy it in the moment.
Oh yeah.
I do have one more thing that I'm going to upload to PrusaPrinters soon, and I'll let you decide which orientation it should go. Should it go this way,
Oh my god.
or should it go that way?
Nice.
No, rabbit,
Duck?
duck,
Yeah.
rabbit.
This is
Oh,
duck
this
or
breaks
pelican.
all. This breaks all the guides how to position models on the print beds.
We need to make a filament where we are like, is it blue or is it white?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
And
Depends
people
on
can
the line.
argue online.
I feel like we should be able to pull that off somehow with like a shot in the studio, and that will totally go
Possibly.
viral. Of
Yeah, yeah.
is this print blue or pink? Or,
I don't know if you've
whatever.
seen Tom's last video, but he was printing on SL1 and just pouring some glitter into the resin. And it sort of had that effect a little bit, where from some angle,
Oh yeah.
the color completely changed for a little bit. So maybe we could do that.
Yeah, it was interesting because when I was looking at it, it seemed like all the glitter flakes were oriented
Yeah.
like flat as it's getting squished.
Yeah.
So
That's strange.
you probably don't
Yeah,
get it
so-
if you are doing pour.
Yeah, so I have a friend who is a regular on my Friday night call who kind of has mastered that technique and has been doing it for a while and doing it a lot commercially. And she loves the SL1 because that technique doesn't work well on a lot of other SLA printers because the peel doesn't keep it mixed and everything will settle out to the
Yeah.
bottom. But because we actually have a tilt peel,
Yeah.
it will continue mixing the pigment back in or the
Maybe
flakes back in.
maybe
the mica.
maybe we could do a special profile for the tilt platform to
like
to not do just this and maybe
to like
Yeah.
mix it some extra.
That'd be cool.
Ooh.
I have been saving her as a guest for when we want to do an SL1 kind of heavy episode, which we have talked about in the future for a couple of reasons. So yeah, we should definitely talk to her about her process and workflow.
What do you guys think about the polycarbonate? I forgot to show one part, which is maybe the most crazy one. Like look at this is the maximum diagonal size on the Mark III. And it's so flat, like you can't see when I put it on the table, but it's completely flat. It's nuts.
That's awesome.
Do you think you will use it for some project?
I
yeah.
can make something. Yeah.
So I think you all remember this one, but I have a big size that's an RC. So I need a big black Batmobile.
That will survive crashing or something.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
I should try. I've been building drones recently. I should try building.
Yeah, I think this is the first filament that might be worth trying. I've printed my first drone from PETG, and I didn't have big budget for it, so it saved me some money on the frame. But oh my god, I had to rebuild the whole just quadcopter every time I crashed it because it was just a pile of PETG parts.
It's fine for the tiny whoops and everything, but once you get up to
5 inch.
yeah.
Yeah, I was flying just today behind the factory, and I use Armaton frames, and they are undistractable. But the battery ejected like 10 meters. Maybe for something light, long range.
Yeah, it's light.
I like that
true.
controller you were showing off, Joe. I'm very interested in learning more about that.
The Tango 2, TBS.
Yeah. Also, it's true. It's light. It will be cool for those like RC models because you don't have to carry around extra weight. I didn't think about it. That's cool application.
Yeah, advantage of the carbon fiber, lightening things up.
I think it's even recycled, like the fibers.
We will have to check.
I'm pretty sure it's recycled fibers from like previous projects or something.
Interesting. I'd be very interested to hear more about that if that's the case. Yeah, and how that works. Very nifty.
I'm trying to figure out what kind of project I could do with it, and every project I was thinking about is kind of dangerous. So better not.
Aren't those the fun ones?
They are the fun ones, yes, Nando. But also forbidden.
Yeah,
you could do indestructible dude, basically.
Yeah, we definitely don't want Chucky back there printed out of it because.
Yeah, I noticed some people are freaking out in the chat, like he just waved at me.
And every single one was just ignoring it, like it's completely normal that there's like
maybe he's
creepy
going all the way.
Just waving.
If you are new in the chat and have not seen Chucky before, go back to October and check out our Halloween episode where Peter was on and showing off all the extremely creepy functions of Chucky back there. I don't know. I think him just I think him just sitting back behind you, it makes it all the creepier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't get involved with Disney's new technology. I don't need to see a self-walking one.
Oh, I saw that and I was like, I want to make that one. Yeah.
Of course you did.
It's a goal.
I haven't seen that. I will have to check it out after.
Do you think we'll see each other in person this year somewhere? It could happen, right?
I think the chances of me seeing Fernando are extremely high.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Because I don't know about Murph, but maybe Earth.
Right. Yeah. That's the same way I'm feeling. Is if Earth becomes a live event, I think there's a good chance I'll be there.
I think it's getting possible that at least skeleton team or just me might be able to go.
Things are
It would be
looking
nice.
okay here right now, so let's hope it keeps going that way.
Yeah. Or in the worst case, you can come visit us.
That's true.
Oh, I bring Chucky.
Ooh.
I bring Chucky.
No, leave Chucky at home. It's okay. You don't have to bring Chucky.
Yeah, I would love to see. I would love to see the security checkpoint at the airport.
Yeah.
For sure.
Keep the remote in your hand, and when the agent opens the luggage, just
Good idea. Good idea. Yeah.
mild scare.
I don't think we'll see him again.
I'm sure that wouldn't create any problems whatsoever.
Yeah,
That would go over excellent.
I would like to visit Prague again. I wasn't there. Like last time, I think it was 98, 99, something like that.
Oh wow.
Well,
Yeah.
98.
Fotis and I planned last year that we're gonna show up.
1998. I was 8. I was 8 years old. You look.
Dude, I bought my Voodoo 2 card in Prague. I didn't spend enough on alcohol.
Definitely come over because you can see alpacas and sheep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, they look great.
Yeah, and actually they need to be trained, and they are very interested in everything, so they want to see stuff. So actually, they were walking them around the area, like on the leashes. And they are like super excited about that. It is a treat for them. So.
Mickey, we've shared the alpacas on the show before, but do we have any photos of the sheep that we could?
We have one on Twitter, I think, on your Twitter.
Yeah, I tweeted the best one, but the we actually thought that sheep will be more cuddly, but it is not. It is not.
Surprise!
Yeah. And Monica is trying really hard to cuddle with them, but they are.
This is super cute how the alpacas were looking at their new neighbors.
Yeah, this is at the moment we brought the sheep in, and yeah, these are 3 months old.
Cute.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
I just feel like the little girl from Despicable Me.
Yeah, they're all black. It's Suffolk and Romney mix. So we will see, and we will be shaving the alpacas like in 2 weeks. So we'll see what we will make out of the yarn. Probably some hats. We can put them in the competition maybe.
Oh,
New filament.
Cool.
Ooh.
New filament. Alpaca.
Alpaca
cement.
fiber.
I just no.
Extra soft.
I do not want to smell that burning on my nozzle whatsoever.
That's true.
No.
I burned down the smokehouse I had in my backyard.
I was gonna say.
I get nervous when I'm doing barbecue these days. I'm just next to the barbecue and laughing and smiling, so every neighbor can see me that everything is fine.
Oh my god.
Well, gentlemen, thank you for joining us. It has been a pleasure catching up with you guys, and yeah, we will see you guys, I'm sure, sometime in the future.
Yeah.
You know, maybe.
Yeah,
Definitely.
thanks again.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Definitely, yeah.
inviting us. Last time when I was here, I was like, okay, these guys will never call me again. I wish you so many good streams in the future, and I can't wait to test those machines that you're sending me. So.
We will see about that.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I mean, none of us
All right,
really
guys.
do.
Thank you.
Yeah, I don't know what.
It's been a true honor.
Cut him off. Cut him off.
See you guys.
Yes.
See ya.
You guys have fun.
Oh, fun stuff.
That was close.
Phew.
Yeah. Now, Mickey, I did realize that there's one thing that we forgot in the early news segment that we probably should put in there, which is okay. But you wanted to show off, or Joe wanted to show off, some of the new painting features.
Yeah, I think it's fine to show it now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's absolutely
Yes,
fine to show.
yes. Mikolas has the computer running here, so
I definitely don't think we should wait for
the
2
honors.
weeks to show it off.
We
You know,
will
I think
try
everyone
it
wants to-
live, but this is like super early build. This is not even merged to the master. It's like a separate branch. So we'll see what happens. Maybe we will see some awesome crashes, or who knows. But yeah, what's the exciting news, Joe?
Oh, we have the multi-material splitting by painting.
So we still are using, just reusing icons for now. But yeah, let's first try the simple way. So you can now paint the color, which, is exciting, but you can imagine this would be very tedious to do. So instead, what you can enable is the seed fill, and you specify an angle. Like, you can think about it sort of like the bucket in paint, and the angle specifies where the bucket will stop spilling. So now if I hover the model, you can see that some dark magic happens, and it's auto-selecting parts for me. And if I want to color them, I just click it, and ta-da! It's colored. It's amazing. So I can even go here, pick like goldish. Yeah, this looks okay, like gold color. And now we can go over the model and just select parts. that we want to be gold. And it's so easy. It's ridiculous. This will be like a game changer for the MMU and for creating models. And yeah, you can just download any single material model, and very quickly, directly in PrusaSlicer, you'll be able to set colors to use with your MMU. So that's something you can look forward to in PrusaSlicer 2.4, which, like we said, it's not ready yet. I'm sure alpha will come soonish, like in, I don't know,
Couple of
weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, but we already saw it popping out on Twitter, so we decided that we want to show everyone more profound look. And all this, I'm very excited about all these painting features, because once we get like the selection of the parts working, we can do much more, and it is just adding on top of it. So I'm very happy.
It's great. Yeah, you can see if I increase the angle, it's gonna start selecting like more and more things. So depending on the model, sometimes you will have to hover, and you will be like, oh, this is selecting too much. So you can decrease the angle and see how it changes the selection.
Wonderful.
I love that the option is still there for like that kind of manual paint function, but like you say, this seed fill is like the bucket tool, and is going to be so much easier. And even if you need to go in, like if you look around the collar of his tie there, right?
So you can
it's screwing up a little bit there, not really screwing up, but the angles there are a little confusing. But if that's the only part that you had to go in and manually paint, right? Like that's a lot easier than having to go in.
And you just turn off the seed fill, you set your brush size, and you can just go over it and like still fix it quite quickly, but it saves you so much time.
Oh yeah. Everyone can do it.
It really is going to change the ability to take some of the the really fantastic models that are out there and be able to take those to MMU models.
Well, I can even imagine many creators who are making the models don't wanting to spend time on dividing it in the modeling program in the CAD, and just do it here.
Zomi in chat says seed fill for supports too. This tool could totally be useful. Like it is like a selection tool. So it could totally be used for other things, for all the things that we have paint on. So that's a cool idea.
Definitely. Well, actually, the supports you were teasing that make it too, that they got much improved.
It's not a new button, not a new feature, but just overall the supports that are generated are way better. I've been playing with them for a while. And I really like them. So we'll see how that turns out. It's still work in progress. I believe they're still changing it. So
that Ocarina support like little gift that you made is definitely awesome.
And while we are at this, we can also say that the MMU firmware is going to get rewrite.
That's true. Yeah, the team has been working on new firmware for the MMU. So the communication between the MMU and the printer will be much better. So you will see error codes on the display and all this kind of jazz. So
that will be huge and just wonderful.
How deep does the color go into the model? So of course that's like the most crucial part, basically. Like maybe one half of the problem is the selection, but the other is that it needs to go inside, and it does. I'll see if I can slice it. Oh, David, our firmware team leader, is just texting us that they are indeed working on MMU as we speak.
I have a question about the new paint on coloring. Will that save in a 3MF file? So if someone say a designer takes their regular, single color model, goes and paints everything else.
It just splits the file.
But I mean, it's. I believe it does save already in the. Like if you save a 3MF with the painting, it's definitely saved on the undo stack. But I can totally the devs are very consistent with how the app should behave. So I believe if it's at all possible, it will. Oh, I've managed to slice the dew that I've painted, so you can see that the gold is
nice.
very smartly going pretty deep inside. So it's not just the surface few layer lines, few perimeters. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this will be still a lot of work to, keep working on and keep fine tuning, but already it's.
I mean, it just makes it such so much more accessible.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, interesting. Here it's like interwebs a little bit, but I wonder if that's intentional, because that will make it look much better, the colors together, because as we know, the polymers are not always perfect with bonding together. Like if you go PLA, same brand, everything, it's great, but sometimes it can be a little bit iffy.
True that.
Yeah, and speaking of firmware, I guess we are speaking about MMU firmware. I guess it's the right time to talk about our 8-bit firmware.
Yeah.
We have just released a forum post. Here's the long story short. As you know, we always keep working on our printers, both the hardware, but mainly the firmware. So, you buy a printer from us, and down the road we keep releasing new firmware, and your machine just keeps learning new tricks. The 8-bit firmware has now so many features. I'm pretty sure it's safe to say that all the most popular demands for features to be added are already there. And part of our team is working on the 32-bit firmware, which is the future for us. But there is still a little bit of space in the flash memory for our 8-bit printers, and our team can be pretty creative when it comes to optimizations. So if you have any ideas, any feature requests for the 8-bit firmware, I will paste the forum link to the chat. But basically, if you go to the forum, and I believe it's in general discussion, it will be pinned at the very top. There are some ideas that our team has, like the cancel object, and what did we have here? Yeah, more community translations, of course, randomizing the print position on the sheet. But already the thread is very alive. There are tons of community suggestions.
Whoa.
Yeah, so
I mean, you released it just a couple hours ago.
Yeah, and it's already going. So
Joe, you are surprised that our community has has opinions.
Yeah, so make your voice be heard. Like it's for sure very important for us. If 100 of you write that you want a specific feature, it jumps up in priority for us compared to a feature that maybe looks cool, but some people say I don't want that, and others say that they really want it. So definitely go to that thread if you're interested. And
no, we can't. Sorry, we can't hear you.
Yeah, our audio just went. Yeah. So about this, what did you say, Matt, about the stream going so smoothly? I'm sure you can still hear us, right? Like the mic works fine, but
did we fry the output jack by having two headphones in?
I doubt it. But
out in the world here, all of us.
Oh, we can hear you now.
We can hear you.
Okay, fantastic. Hey, it wouldn't be the 1-year episode without like looping back to technical difficulties.
I mean, if we would do like the standard length, we would be fine. But
Yes,
as we are
yes.
doing much longer segment,
Yes. Since we're having a longer show, of course, we run into technical issues.
I am just
Now I have to remember what I was saying.
pasting the link in the chat. And Yeah, I guess firmware. We have some. There were some more firmware updates.
Yes, David is very.
Yeah, David is the firmware team leader is watching, and he always keeps us very up to date.
we need to have Dave. We need to have David chime in, like, I don't know, an hour before the show instead of during the show.
No, he sends us both ahead of the time and during the stream. But
Yeah, everyone say hi to David.
Hello.
So, we had some reported problems with 4.32, like very rare, but the team managed to replicate the problem, so they are fixing that. It's not really, it's like not a final release yet. There will be a release candidate, so that's happening. Oh, so many hi Davids in the chat. And yeah, work in progress on the ESP being connected to the Mini. We'll tell you more when we have more updates about that.
Yeah,
Fantastic.
there's going to be around the networking there. It will everything go in quick succession. On the PrusaPrinters, I think it's live. We have the two-factor authentication.
Yeah, but like don't tell them that. We're still like testing it a little bit. Like I'm sure it's fine, but yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Lots of fun stuff coming there too. So, all right. Well, why don't we move on? We haven't done our PrusaLive contest winners yet.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, we want to make sure we get to those. Right. So every show, and this show's no different. Every show we have a competition for you guys and you guys only. We don't really talk about it elsewhere. For showing us your prints. We want to see what you guys are making. So if you want to enter, all you have to do is post a picture of a print that you've made on your print bed or with your printer, and just tag it #PrusaLive on Twitter. And that enters you every 2 weeks, and we give you guys some Prusament to those pictures that we love, those prints that we love the most. So third place this week, I love third place. I really do.
It's so
think it is
cute.
absolutely adorable.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
it is
It's by Peter, and it's Cubic Duck. And
the cubic duck.
Come
Yes.
on, it's so cute.
Yes, and I want to know how he did this print exactly. I think because everything's on there and has the little.
Oh, I bet you that's sequential print.
Yeah, it's sequential
Yes.
print with pauses
Yeah.
between the prints and doing the
Color
color
changes.
change.
Right. That's
Oh.
that's what I assumed. I just
That's
wasn't sure if
smart.
he like loaded
Yeah.
up the G code separately or if he did this. And yeah,
And
it's great.
We always ask people to show us the parts on the build plate, and he took it to the extreme of really
Yep.
showing us all the different parts on the build plate by doing the sequential print. That's cool.
Yeah,
That is
it's
superb.
one of the reasons why I loved this particular entry is not only was the model adorable, but I loved seeing that technique.
All right, so that was number 3.
Yeah.
Let me open number 2.
Dun dun dun.
A
A model from a very popular director or film creator. Yes, The Cat Bus by Miyazaki.
And
Piotr Rago.
Piotr Roge, sharing all his awesome prints lately.
Yeah, he shares so many amazing prints, and this one just really caught our eye.
I was a little bit fighting for this to be number 1 because Hayao Miyazaki is very close to my heart, and the Cat
yeah.
Bus is one of the cutest things from the movies, and the print is just super cool, super cool.
Actually, we've been in the museum in
Japan?
and they had like life-size.
Cat Bus?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, that's awesome!
that's great.
I miss Japan. I'm
I
so
can't wait
looking
to go
forward
someday.
To
Yeah,
go there.
same. Still on my
And the food.
list. Ah, the food. Yeah, but the Cat Bus turned out awesome, Piotr. So great job on that.
All right. And then number one really actually came down to a real kind of, we just couldn't make up our mind. So guess what?
Yeah.
There's 2 number ones this week.
Yeah. Yeah.
So first we have.
So everything is so slow.
Go with Deadpool.
Should I? The first one?
Yeah.
I mean, I have the other one open, but...
Okay, then do the other one if it's there.
But now you said Deadpool, so I'm gonna do Deadpool.
All right, do Deadpool.
I will.
I think you need more screens so you can show them separately.
Yeah. So it's a print by Bandar, XYZ3D. And it's the pretty popular model of Deadpool by Eastman. But look at the photo and look at the print quality. That's just...
Yeah, the print is just insanely clean, and the photos that he took look like they should be in a magazine.
Yeah.
No,
this is like an advertisement level material.
Yeah.
Right.
It's so clean.
That is wonderful.
So that is the first place number 1, and there is a first place number 2, which is right here.
Where's my laptop not charged?
And it's by Jordan, MadMonkey01, and it's this desert case. I believe that's a dice tower, right?
It is a dice tower, yeah. And we've had one of these in before, but I think it was the one that had the scorpion on the head, and this one doesn't. And again, printed in a transition silk that just has just an amazing look to it.
Yeah, that model with this material is just beautiful.
Yeah, very smart overhangs so that they're still printable. It's a very cool model.
Yeah, love it. Jordan, you did a great job.
Congrats.
Congrats. Yes.
Congrats to all the winners.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What do we have for questions this week?
Yeah, I think
this week is packed.
Yeah, it was packed. Like good thing we are doing extended episode because we just I think got through everything that we wanted to go through. We have about 10-ish, 15 minutes left. So
yeah,
I guess it's time for a Q&A. So if anyone watching has any questions for us.
Yeah, I can right now. I can see. Can Joe sign my kit printer? So usually just go to the support and ask them if the order is already placed, or put it in the special info when you are placing the order.
But keep in mind, it may delay the order a little bit because the part will have to be removed. It will have to travel to Joe's table.
Yes.
Joe will have to sign it, and it will have to go all the way back. So
yes.
That's a little downside to it.
Yes.
How is Prague? It's getting like summery slowly.
Yeah. The last week was pretty weird because the weather was supposed to be raining every day. And basically every day it was pretty nice.
Yeah.
So we will see. Hopefully we will get some summer. The winter
has
was
been,
like one month longer than usual.
It has been like low to mid 70s and totally sunny here in Maine and just amazing.
Wow,
so like
70, pretty hot.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 18 to 23.
Okay. That's nice.
And just total sunny. It's been wonderful. Now this weekend it's supposed to rain, but it's been lovely.
Follow-up question about COVID here. In past we've said it was really bad in here. We were in pretty hard lockdown for a while now, so the situation got a lot better. It's pretty okay right now. We are getting vaccination slowly but surely, so fingers crossed we will soon get mostly over this.
Yes. Well, until the next mutation comes in.
Yeah.
I saw the question a little bit later about the Wi-Fi, and I think guys just had a breakthrough. So
really,
so nice. Everything is communicating nicely. So it should be now going quickly, and I think in I'm sure we will get the notification from David in a few seconds.
No, yeah, he was definitely saying that.
Yeah, so
Good progress on that.
Yeah, we will be teasing more soon.
What about? Do you wanna talk about this? I don't know if it's like.
Yeah, that is fine. So the Prusa Connect will require a special Prusa link, which is just Raspberry Pi zero with our software, and yeah, you can flash it yourself. That is fine. And you just plug it, and the rest of the printer don't need anything.
It's very nice because you don't need any other like external power break, like USB 5 volts. You just take the board, you stick it in. It's still very compact, you know, one machine.
Yeah. And would you guess that it can actually run super smoothly on the Raspberry Zero W?
Yeah, it's fast enough.
I mean, if
Yeah.
if you don't put everything into it, it just works.
We'll see about like how once we do camera stuff. Like I imagine it will be, you know, you don't need 60 frames per second video to look on your print. Like, I mean, honestly, like 1 frame per minute would be probably more than enough for me to check on the print. So we will see how that will work. But yeah, for the general print management, it's more than fast enough. Say hello to Brazil, guys. Well, hi. Do I need an Olsen Ruby for the new filament? You need anything like better than a brass nozzle, like some kind of hard nozzle. You don't need an Olsen Ruby, which is very expensive.
Yeah, and very, very easy to break.
Yeah. So, but normal budget hardened nozzle will do.
Hardened steel, yeah.
Yeah.
Nozzle X E3D should be.
Yeah,
good.
that too.
Yeah.
Normal brass nozzle, you will kill it in like, I don't know, the first half of the spool.
Yeah. I mean, I've heard some rumors about variable size nozzles, and actually, you know, with this filament, every brass nozzle will be variable size. Every few meters, it will be different diameter.
Yeah. So looking for more questions in the chat. I know there were some more before. I'm just going up through the chat.
I have more of a suggestion coming in from Discord, but someone would love to see, and I think this could be great, some more filtering added to the store as we're getting more and more types of Prusament having a hard time seeing like if they're looking for just PLA or just PETG or things like that. So that's definitely something that I think we have some other changes to the store coming down the line.
So we will have a new store in the summer.
Yeah.
There's that.
It will be so great. Like already it looks so good.
Yeah.
But
Yes. Well, PrestaShop
was not built to.
For this size, but actually the versatility was very nice. So there was no other solution than to make everything from scratch, and that. Yeah, it's over a year in the making.
I think until then we will just hold the current eShop together. I don't think we will be adding too many new features. It's just about making it work till the new eShop pretty much. Oh yeah, satin sheets. That's right. So new batch is coming, and I believe it will be double the last batch was like 1,500 sheets. So we managed to increase the production, so the new batch will be double the number. So and more batches will be coming after that. It will be also bigger.
Yeah, we are pacing it more because you guys keep pushing our shop.
So yeah, more satin sheets will be available soon, which is nice. So I think very soon everyone who wants to get it will be able to get it. Did the new material get announced yet? Yes, it's polycarbonate with carbon fiber, and it's awesome.
Maker Faire in Prague this year. I think that there are some plans brewing up, so we will keep you posted. I'm not sure right now exactly.
It was like September-ish, right?
Yeah.
So maybe, but who knows really.
I was going to ask the same question as soon as the call was over. So.
Oh yeah, I don't think we know yet. Super Pindas, those are a little bit worse compared to satin sheets.
Yeah, but on our last meeting, I think I think it was looking pretty good that with bigger batches coming in.
Will PID autotune be added to the mini firmware? But yeah, I mean, just before we talked about the 8-bit firmware suggestions, but I guess you can suggest things that make sense for both firmwares. So I would suggest to go and write it there. We have some, of course we have some Czech people in the chat saying they would like to come and visit. Like, I'm sure we did like tours on the factory before. I'm sure we will do them again once it's safe. Just not yet.
Yeah, once vast majority of our people who come in contact with visitors are vaccinated, then we can open again.
Yeah. Will PrusaSlicer add the ability to split models for the MMU soon? Any updates? Yes. Rewind the video back like 10-15 minutes, and we were just showing that. The alpha is not released yet, but the alpha will come in a matter of weeks or something like that. We don't know for sure yet. Vojta will love us, yeah. Yeah, the lead slicer developer probably wants to murder us now, but yeah, it might not be a few weeks. We don't know yet. It depends on how fast the merging goes, how stable it is, and yeah, just how well will the progress go.
Internships. I saw a couple of questions. Just sent an email to our main info at prusa3d.com, and yeah, someone will take a look. We are not very well prepared this year for internships from outside of the Czech Republic, but yeah, if you have some unique skills, we can do everything.
When is the new material going to store? Probably in about 2 weeks, so maybe we will release it on the next PrusaLive. We'll see. Thanks, Joe, for the answers. Well, yeah, we're happy to do it.
Joe,
it's fun.
Joe, is this the first material that we're releasing that's using the new compounding line?
Sorry, once again.
Is this the first material that we're releasing that's using the new compounding line?
No, the new compounding line is not yet in house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So this is on the one we have now.
Okay.
Yeah, and what are the temperatures for the new material? Everything, there will be profiles for it, will automatically update in PrusaSlicer, and we will do a big article about it once it's released. So more info is coming.
How many lines do we have now? We have 12 extrusion lines, 1 compounding line, and we are speeding everything up. We are getting better at wounding, and yeah.
I mean, we are pretty good at the Prusament production. It's PLA. It's the problem is the polymer availability, not our production.
Yeah, the supply chains are just so broken this year. I mean, we are ordering. Yeah, it's a hassle to get parts. So some parts have like 40 weeks lead time. So we are doing pretty well on having the production running, but it is definitely not a good year for high growth.
I have a great closing question. It's a nice one. What feature would you personally like to be added to your printers, even if it's unrealistic?
Oh my God!
It's a big question. Like,
can I answer it next stream?
Yeah. Maybe think about it till the next stream, and yeah.
Yeah, it would be nice to have like proper 3D scanning.
Yeah.
But like super user friendly. I know there were some attempts, but
the washer dryer combo.
Yeah, that would be nice for many people.
I would love full automation. I would love the ability to print 20 prints by just hitting print 20 of these and end up with those. And we are seeing, we're seeing options out there of different forms, but just something that like works super reliably and could do kind of production modes.
Alpaca names, I'd suggest 1, 2, and 4.
I love that.
Oh,
And
yeah.
everyone will be asking,
Yeah,
where is free?
I'm fearing the day when they will run away or something, or they break the fence. We are still searching for like convenient GPS trackers. Because trying to find
They
them.
make some collars for dogs. I don't know how well that would work for alpacas, though. Yeah. Well, that is our show, our extra long show, and we appreciate all of you guys for being here. And again, we appreciate all of you guys for being here for the entire year that we've been doing this. So we're going to keep on going as long as you guys keep watching. So until next time, stay safe, keep printing, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.
See you in the next one.
Thank you.